Welcome to episode 1 of the vlog. What better way to start it than at the gym? Because honestly, I was like, how do you do a first episode? Back day today. We're at a gym that I actually also work at. Actually gonna do a little bit of chest because I ran out of time to do chest yesterday. And then today we pretty much have a girlfriend's bridal shower, and then I'm seeing some more girlfriends at night. I am very guilty right now of doing this thing where I tell myself I don't want to make back-to-back plans, and then I make back-to-back plans. When somebody wants to do something Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm like, no. One thing and I'm good. Damn, I wanted to drink some of this water first. Oh well, double the pre-workout. We're going with the Nutribolic Supernova pre-workout today. I find if I have too much water with my pre-workout, it like bloats me because then I have to drink so much water. This is probably one of my favorite pre-workouts. The ingredient deck is fantastic here. It still has caffeine. I do not do non-stim pre-workout because I swear the stimulants are half the fun. Some of you guys are taking caffeine like in the 300 gram range. What are you doing? You do not need that much caffeine. This has a good amount of caffeine, only 170 grams. But what you do need are some good nootropics. And nootropics will help you or help give you a lot of the benefits that caffeine does. So mental clarity, mental focus, alertness. So actually, as a side note, if anybody is trying to like reduce their caffeine intake from coffee, switching to a supplement like lion's mane is a great first step because it's going to give you a lot of the same benefits that coffee does. Time to warm up, get this back day, see what we got. Why are these things so tall? Like, who is actually this tall? Today dedicated to aqua. I'm gonna become a Barbie girl in this bitch. I've never been a Barbie girl, never will. Probably more like Ken, and I'm totally okay with 90 for 15 for a pretty easy warm-up set. So I'm thinking 120 today for my top set. 2 more. Come on. Where is my intra-workout? We're doing creatine, collagen, EAAs, salt. Liquid carbs today. We are currently on a Cadbury Cream Egg kick. Everybody thinks momentum is a bad thing, but it depends. For instance, if you're performing your lat pull downs, moving your torso like this, guess what? You're probably not actually doing much because momentum is doing 90% of the work for you. But if you are performing your lat pull downs like this, guess what? You moving your torso is totally fine because the thing is there's something called controlled momentum, and the keyword there is control. So if you are remaining in control of the weight, the way your torso is moving and the tempo of your exercise, it's okay for your back to move back and forwards a little bit, especially depending on the type of lat pull down we're doing. If we need a bigger range of motion or more room as we're coming down, then leaning back is gonna benefit you a little bit. If we're trying to do more of a lat focused pull down, so you need to stay more upright and flex the upper back, then maybe we don't wanna move as much. I know some people who literally will start drinking their intra-workout on the way to the gym and have it done by their first exercise, second exercise at the latest. It's really about the individual and how fast we need the nutrients. For a lot of people, it's not so much that they need more caffeine, it's that their blood sugar is crashing, and so therefore they feel like their energy is going down. So we need more sustained nutrients and more sustained blood sugar. A lot of people would have an easier time hitting their chest and engaging their chest if they realized to stop using their shoulders so much and they need to tuck their elbows in. Actually wouldn't normally recommend having something like Cadbury Cream Egg. 3 more. Because it has like 3 to 5 grams of fat, and realistically speaking, you want calories from carbs alone intra-workout. That it hits the bloodstream quickly, easy to digest. We're not taking, blood away from our muscles and sending it to the stomach to help with digestion, but I want this shit. And sometimes adherence is more important than the nitty-gritty things like nutrient time. My coach and I are really pushing, and I'm eating a good amount of food, but I'm still hungry and I'm having a really big sweet tooth lately. And having this treat every day helps keep me more adherent to my plan the rest of the day. So I'm gonna eat a Cadbury cream egg. Oh my God. Here's the thing, the fibers of your chest, they don't run horizontally like this. So when you're doing chest movements with your elbows flared out wide, you're not hitting your chest the way you think you are. In fact, you're probably working more of your front delt. Whereas as soon as we tuck the elbow down in here, you are now lined up with the fibers of your chest. Your elbow is literally running on the same path as the fibers of your chest. As we begin to perform our chest movements and our elbows are tucked, we're taking tension away from the delt, and we are now lining everything up to match the fibers of the muscle out. Without any weight, put your elbows up and push forward till your arms are straight. Okay, do that a couple times. Do you really feel your chest contracting? Do you feel any type of squeeze whatsoever? Now, elbows stay out. I want you to tuck the elbows down and push your arms out. I guarantee if you have chest muscle and you know how to mentally connect to your exercises, as soon as you start to do this, you should feel more of a squeeze in your chest. Squeezing the biceps together towards the center line of the body. My coach and I really want to bring up my upper back, especially if I do compete. Overhand grip, wide grip. Why overhand? Because anytime you're overhand, you're going to get into a little bit more of an elbow flare, which is going to help you engage with hitting the upper back more. So here we go. I got one more than last week. Not going till I get a good song. All right. Notice where my hands are, which naturally has my elbows tucked in before I even begin. Whoop. Come on. 8. One more. Now I hit the top end of my top set. Actually, I went above it by 1. So for this drop set, I'm only going to lower by 15% instead of by 20 or 25. Come on. There's something so empowering about using just a bunch of small weights. They take up so much space on the machine. I feel like I'm lifting all the weight in the world. Guy the other day slid up in my DMs. He low-key said, hey, you have an amazing chest. I don't mean for that to be sexual. Can you give me some tips? And I was like, yeah, bitch, I can. We're going to upper back again. Dumbbell incline row. Your girl needs some upper back. Whoops. Most people do this with the arms tucked in towards the sides, elbows going towards your hips, which is going to be more lat focused. So we are going to flare the elbows a little bit more. My biggest issue with this is that as it gets heavy, my hands, first of all, want to rotate because I'm way more lat dominant, but also my dumbbells start to hit the bench, so that's something I gotta work on figuring out. An overhead cable extension. Notice that I actually set my cable up to be about hip height, and the reason being is because a lot of people set it all the way at the bottom, but when you do that, it takes so much more effort just to set up, pull the cable over, and get into position. That's probably a bit too high, actually. By the time you get it overhead, you're still gonna have enough range of motion in order to perform the movement. Now, the other thing here is that you actually want to flare the elbows out wide, focus on keeping the shoulders down and the elbows in place the entire time. Remember that the triceps actually work the best when we're pulling away from the midline of the body. So keeping those elbows flared, and then as you lift up, pulling the cable or the rope away from the midline of the body. This is going to give you massive amounts of elbow flexion and extension, which is going, if you keep your elbows in place and your shoulders locked down, to really light those triceps up. And that's it, baby. Vlog number 1. Back and chest, a little bit of triceps day. Subscribe for more. Hopefully I'll get better at this and we'll do some more videos. Until then, have a great day, guys.